Hi guys. So today I wanted to talk about some of my favorite covers. I wanted to start a series doing that because I think I'm going to have too many favorite book covers to show you all of them in one video because this is a large stack that I have beside me. So I'm going to do it by genre. So today we're doing my favorite fantasy book covers that I own. Asterisk, it has to be books covers that I own because otherwise we would open this up to lots of entries that we don't want to have to go through all of those. So we will start out with, I think, one of the many sets of Lord of the Rings that my husband bought me. So, have Fellowship of the Ring. I've talked about this before, right? He bought me like every Lord of the Rings cover it feels like in existence. Not quite, but Two Towers. I actually don't know what they look like under the dust jackets, but the dust jackets are very pretty. Return of the King. I've got them out of order now. And then this edition also came with like a reader's companion, like commentary kind of thing that I haven't actually used because I feel like I know it well enough that I don't need that. But anyways. So, my husband bought me like all of the Lord of the Rings sets while we were dating, and then I finally told him I had enough. And then they came out with a couple of really pretty ones, and they have one now, I think recently that came out that was like with Tolkien's illustrations, and I'm like, oh, but then I look at the price tag and I'm like, oh, not worth it. Okay. Also, for the most part, just grabbed one book per series. If the series has beautiful covers overall. Oh, other than that one, and here's another Tolkien. Let me go ahead and just do this one. I really love the cover of Baron and Luthien. The cover of Fall of Gondolin is also great. It's the same edition. I think these are... Who is it? Alan Lee. I think these are his... Yeah, with illustrations by Alan Lee. So his covers for this one and for Fall of Gondolin are also really beautiful. Alright. The Gates of Heaven series by C.S. Lakin. So this is one of them. One of them looks a little weird, but the rest of the series, like, all the books in the series really look pretty, I think. Probably not going to have too much to say about them because, I mean, they're just covers that I'm mostly talking about. The Sword in the Stars. I almost said Sword in the Stone. Sword in the Stars by Wayne Thomas Batson, and it, like, shines. I don't know if you can fully tell, but it's really pretty. I really like this one. I think that they've republished them now in, like, with a different series name or something, or, like, different covers. So I won't be able to get... I have book 2 in this same edition, but I won't be able to get, I don't think, the rest of the series after book 2 in it, which is kind of sad. The Dragon and the Sword from the Dreamkeeper Saga. I love this cover. This is such a pretty cover. Again, that's sort of my point with all of these, right? Showed this one recently in the Unicorn book tag. But I really like all of the covers of the series, actually. Actually, don't know about book 3. I know book 2 is pretty. I have it over there. Which kind of works. I mean, this is it's about a dancer, so it kind of works for it to be, really graceful and beautiful like that. And I have two more. I have more Tolkien over here. I forgot. I don't have any Narnia, but I have plenty of Tolkien to make up for it. You know what? I'm not going to get them out of the order that I've got them pulled out in because I have a lot. And so we just won't worry about that, and we'll just, This edition of the Wingfeather Saga, I love the series. I really want all of them in this edition. I only own the first one. The other 3 I have digitally, but man, I love this art style. It's so pretty. And yes, I think, and then the back is also really nice of this one too. The Alon book series, these are they're not the best covers ever, but I think they're still very pretty. I love this format. Like, they look like old leather-bound books. I think they're really nice. And this is a specific, image from the story. Specifically this one. The other covers of the series, the Dream Treaders books by Wayne Thomas Batson, and this is War for the Waking World. The other books in the series are also nice, but this one is the prettiest, in my opinion. Alright, now we have this copy of the Silmarillion. My husband got this one for me too, I think, because I just had the, silver mass market paperback one, and then he got me this one, and it's a lot prettier. So, I really like this one. And again, I'm not sure if that's a Tolkien illustration or if it's an Alan Lee illustration on the cover. Okay, I was just curious as to what the book looks like under the dust jacket. Let's see, does this say what the cover is, who the cover is drawn by? It doesn't. This might actually be a Tolkien cover, or Tolkien illustration. I'm not positive. This definitely is. So I have this is a facsimile first edition of The Hobbit. So it's not a first edition, like it's not worth money, but this is what the first edition would have looked like. And it even has okay, and then also underneath, it's pretty. There we go. This one, my cousin found at a thrift store for like $1, and she texted me and was like, "Hey, I found this. Do you want it?" And I was like, yes, I want it. Obviously, I want that." So, and it also has, since it's a first edition, it has the original version of the Riddles in the Dark scene, where Gollum just willingly gives Bilbo the ring. So I thought that was really cool to have. All right, another Sharon Hink book, Dream of Kings. I just love this cover. Even though green is not my favorite, the greens and the blues really work really well together on this cover, I think. And I have Caller, because, man, this is a very pretty cover. Lumen is also very pretty. And then I don't have Memoria, but I like the color scheme of Memoria, too, like the purple, pinky color. And then last one I have here for my Christian fantasy is Mark of the Raven. Like, just look at that cover. It's so pretty. And these are only books that I've read. I do have other books that I've not read that are pretty covers, but I just picked books that I've read. Yeah. You notice no Narnia. Narnia has these really cool new covers that they've come out with not too long ago, but I don't feel like rebuying the whole series. Like, we don't have that much money laying around for me to just buy 7 books that I already have multiple copies of already. And but yeah, I really like these new covers. They're very pretty. I just have like the, basic covers for most of them. So, what was your favorite of these book covers that I showed you? And then, do you have any favorite book covers that I did not mention? Let's see. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Bye. And then this one also comes with like a commentary thing.